Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to everybody who has joined this live stream today. Um, this is another one of my back porch talks, where I'm just coming on here to reflect on things that I may have been thinking about this morning. My name is Veronica McClendon. I'm an attorney in the state of Georgia, and I love talking to people about their family land, about estate planning, about creating a legacy. And it's something I've been thinking about a lot more than usual, even though, I think about it all the time because I'm always doing this for my work. But as just a person, as an individual, not even in a professional sense, I've been thinking a lot about legacy and really thinking a lot about the way that I want to live my life. If you know me, you know that I probably talk about this stuff all the time anyway. I'm always thinking about how do I want to live my life? What's a better way to live? What kind of things do I want to leave behind? But I've been thinking about that a lot more recently, just with some of the conversations I've been having and some of the podcasts that I've been listening to. This thought around living more intentionally has really been resonating with me. And so, what I decided I would do is to every morning, my goal is to move my body, get some, get my blood moving, and take some time to reflect, to pray, to meditate, to just be. Being is something that I have not done a great job of. I'm very good at doing. I'm not as great about being. And so I'm really practicing being more intentional about being, about just not having so many things on my to do list, not putting so much pressure on myself. Um, it's challenging. It is very challenging to do that because you know you just feel like you're here on this earth to like get stuff done. But then I've been thinking a lot recently, like that's really not what life is about because humans for many years were not just getting things done. Their main goals were to find food for the day, to be able to provide for themselves, for their families, for their tribe, whoever it was that was connected to them. Their goal was to make sure that they thrive, that the people in their circle thrive. So like a lot of the things that we're always doing that we're rushing to do, I gotta be here, I gotta be there, I gotta accomplish this, I gotta accomplish that. All of those kinds of things are things that I think are like creations, human creations, and I don't know how much my AC unit that is close to me just messed up the audio. I hope it didn't, but I have my microphone here closer, so hopefully y'all can hear me better. That's the one thing about sitting out here. It's so peaceful, but when that AC starts running, it is so loud. And sometimes I turn it off before I come down here, but sometimes I forget to do that. But anyway, I'm hoping y'all don't hear it. If y'all do, we'll just deal with it later or just whatever. But going back to my reflections on recommencing. Um, I called it recommencing because I was thinking, man, I need to restart. And it's so funny because my husband, he's always like, Veronica's always wanting to restart. She's always looking for that restart button. And a lot of times I am looking for that restart button. And I know that's not the way to live life. One, all of the things that we've experienced so far are a part of our life. It's something that's contributing to who we are, to our identity, to the way we think, to the way that we live. So what we have had so far is critical. It's not something that you can just start over and start fresh. Because like I'll be going back to square one. And what does that really do? Um, so I was like, what's a word that can reflect where I am right now, where I want to live life more intentionally. I want to make my decisions more deliberately. I don't want to just be caught up in the day to day rush. I want to actually like just think every decision that I make, how does it contribute to my life? How does it make things better for me? Or how does it make things worse for me? Do I really want to make this decision in light of the potential consequences or potential strains it might put on me, my family? So I'm wanting to be more um, deliberative about how I go about life and really like craft my life day to day. How do I want to feel today? how do I want to think today? What do I want today to entail? That's what I'm wanting to do, and that's what I'm also just talking to y'all about today. Estate planning, which is what I do day in, day out. I got 4 meetings today on my calendar that are dedicated to estate planning, and I got another meeting that's a result of someone who didn't have well, they had an estate plan actually, but things weren't executed completely. But no fault to anybody because nobody knew what to do, and that's what my job is. But when I work with people on their estate planning, I say, hey, this is an opportunity for you to take stock of what you own and to really get a sense of what you've developed so far. And at this point, no matter who you are, no matter where you are in life, you can do things differently. I've had people who live their lives paycheck to paycheck, and then they come to me for estate planning, and they start to they also connect with the financial advisor, and then that person's job is to help them to figure out, how do I use my money more intentionally, and then how do I make sure that what's available, what I want to have available for my children is available for them. But then I also have what I need to take care of myself in the event that I need some extra assistance. So when we are working with people on their estate planning, they may have been living life a whole nother way. But then estate planning gives them that opportunity to recommence, to say, hey, I want to do things differently. Um, I want to start building up something for my retirement, or I want to start building up something for my children. I want to make sure that that as I'm aging, I'm actually taking better care of my body, because I realize it's really expensive to go to a nursing home, or I really don't see any nursing homes that I would even want to go to. It's really hard to live in old age and have somebody to have to care for you for every little thing. So maybe for me right now, the most important thing would be taking care of my body. And so when I talk to clients, I ask them questions. Hey, have you thought about what it's going to take for you when you're older to receive the care you need? Have you thought about where you're going to be located? Have you thought about how much it's going to cost? Have you thought about who's going to provide the care? And a lot of times those questions get people thinking differently about how they're living their lives. They're thinking, man, I need to start putting some more money aside, or I need to get another source of income, or I need to push for more income on my job, depending on if they're still working. Or I might need to tell my children, no, I wanted to do this good thing for them financially, but I looked at everything when I was doing my estate planning, and I realized for me that's not going to be a good idea, because I'm helping them. They still have the potential to earn money, but I don't have the potential to earn as much money based on where my life is right now. And so those kind of things that come up during estate planning give you an opportunity to recommence, an opportunity to say, I'm going to do things differently based on this information that I have. So that's what I am wanting to do more of myself, reflecting, thinking, what path am I on? The way that I'm living my life, is this the way that I want to keep living? Is this something I want to change? This is the opportunity to recommence. It's an opportunity for me, it's an opportunity for you. And I want to encourage those who come to my firm that this is an opportunity to recommence. Now, if you are on the path that you want to be on and everything's the way that you want it to be, that's perfect. But if you're not, take this opportunity today to just look around and see what is where I want it to be. What kind of things in my life are the way I want them to be? And what kinds of things in my life are not the way I want them to be? And I know it can feel overwhelming. And I'm saying this as someone who personally feels this a lot. It feels overwhelming when you look at all the things that you want to change. Just get one thing and work on it until it's done. In fact, maybe if it feels like you got to do everything, go ahead and make a list of everything. But you start with, and then if you want to be extra fancy, you can rank them by order of priority. If you want to do that, that might help. And then take number one and you work on number one till it's done. Preach to yourself, Veronica. I'm preaching to myself. Work on number one until it's done. Work on number two until it's done. Work on number three until it's done. And then one day you'll look at that list and you'll see how much progress you made. So maybe estate planning is on your list, or maybe dealing with that family land is on your list. If any of those things are on your list, reach out to our firm. If your property is in the state of Georgia, or if you live in the state of Georgia and you want to do an estate plan that is conforming to the laws of Georgia, reach out to our firm. We have our link in the description below, where you can schedule a consultation to talk with me one on one about your situation. And we can talk about how do we get your estate planning going, and what things you might want to put in place moving forward to help you live your life more intentionally and more aligned with how you want it to be. So if that's on your list, reach out to us, schedule a consultation. Let's have a conversation. No pressure, nothing. Like, you don't have to come there ready to move forward. I will ask if you're ready to move forward, but if you're not, you don't have to. But you can just take that first step. Take that investigatory step. Talk to somebody. This is what I'm interested in. Can you help me? Start working on that. So that's all I'm gonna say today in my reflections, my backyard talks. Look forward to being here again tomorrow for another back porch talk. That's what we doing, back porch talk, not backyard. I'm in the backyard on the back porch. Hey, either one works, right? Y'all take care.